This is a part where you pull your planner out, get your little notebook, get everything together because we're making a schedule. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Have Breakfast. I'm your host, Jaden Liz. I don't know if it's sinuses, if I have a cold. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I'm like in this ever evolving loop of like feeling down. Whatever's going on with me, it's not no fun, but I'm fine. And also, I am trying for the first time to fast for Ramadan, and it's day 1. I'm excited to see how it goes. I am really instilling discipline and patience into myself because those are 2 areas that I kind of struggle with. But that leads us into our topic for today about having discipline in general because summer is coming up. I know for myself, I care about getting into some better shape than I am right now, being healthier, being just like an overall better version of myself. There's like this saying that summer bodies are made in winter. And I think whatever stage you're at right now is a summer body. But if you're trying to get into better shape, if there's any upgrades you want to have to your physical or mental appearance before summer, now is the time to start. Because do you know you have 30 minutes? 30. Yes, you have 30 minutes. We are in March of 2025, which means that June, which I know is not technically the official start of summer, but like end of May, June is like literally tomorrow. So we have some time that we need to put in. We have some work we need to put in if we want to be that better version of ourselves by summer. Most of us want to look our best in the summer. We want to be tan. We want to have clear skin. Want to feel comfortable in the swimsuits we're wearing. There's more activity going on and you want to feel like your best self. And you don't want to show up to events or activities, anything you're doing, feeling self-conscious. So the way to avoid that is to start putting some of that work in now. Instead of sitting around and being like, oh, I'm going to start my workout tomorrow. I'm going to start eating better tomorrow. Starting today, we're going on a 16-week journey. This is your official summer glow up plan, but you have to stay committed and dedicated if you really want to see changes by the end of it. We're going to set 2 different 8-week challenges. If you start the 16-week challenge after this video, you will be done by mid-June. For the first 8 weeks, we're really focusing on a mind and body reboot. This breaks down into 5 different categories, starting with nutrition. For every single meal you are intaking, you want to make sure it's colorful and you want to really prioritize whole foods. This also goes for eating out. And I love to dine. I love to go out to eat. I love to sit at a restaurant. The feeling of going out to eat is something that is indescribable for me. It's hard to give up. I'll just be honest. It is really hard for me to be like, no, I can't go to Chipotle or Cava, which I know are not like restaurants, but like even thinking about some of my favorite restaurants, my local places, my gym, I just have to remind myself that this is a sacrifice I'm making for an end goal. And like, just because I'm taking it off the table for right now doesn't mean I'll never get to return. As soon as I get myself into a process and start to reach my goals, then I can start incorporating restaurants and going out to eat again. But for the time being, you need to look at the food you're taking in and start cutting out some of that unnecessary junk. So your processed foods, your restaurants, your DoorDashes, some of those sugary drinks like a latte. And seriously, don't be mad at me, but lattes are going to have so much sugar and extra fat that you don't need to be putting into your body if you're trying to lose weight. I'm no health expert and I can't speak to what your goals are personally, but if you're trying to lean out or lose weight, that's an easy cutout. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy to remove, but it is like easy if you do an analysis of everything you're eating on a daily basis. That's something that you can cut out that is not going to affect your overall nutrition. In fact, it's actually going to improve your nutrition. Some of the ways that we can really prioritize our nutrition and eating these whole foods and making sure we're getting protein and fruits and veggies is to start meal prepping ahead of time. It definitely will require you to sit down and plan out your meals ahead of time, like what you want to eat for lunch and dinner on a weekly basis. And it can feel a bit redundant, But it's a lot easier to look at your fridge and reach in there and have something that's already prepared versus seeing that you have this microwavable meal that's been processed 3 different times that you just want something easy. So you want to pop that in, but if you already have something prepared, it's a lot easier for you to make sure you're prioritizing the food you're actually supposed to be eating. And that way you've already measured it out and you understand what you need on a daily basis and you're accurate on the portions you want to take in for the day. I love a protein bowl. I think that's an easy way to get in all of your different areas on a nutrition chart to be able to kind of sneak that in without it feeling like, oh my gosh, I need to eat 3 more cups of vegetables to hit my goal or whatever, because I'm not a vegetable girl. I'll eat vegetables, but I don't gravitate towards vegetables, cooked, raw, whatever it is. Like if it's in a bowl, I'm more likely to eat it than if I just like have to heat up some green beans or corn or like whatever it is. I just prefer to eat it alongside other things. Think about some of the restaurants that you've had to cut that you really want to still go to, or at least replicate the feeling of going to. You can start making those recipes at home and make a much healthier version of it. You can make your Chipotle and your kava at home instead of going out to eat, and you're saving money while you do it too. Going hand in hand with your nutrition, you also want to prioritize exercise during these 8 weeks. You know your body best and you know what exercises you prefer to do. It is very recommended that you introduce strength training into your workout routines because it not only helps build muscle, but over time, you start to lose some of your muscle mass as you get older. I know Pilates is very trendy right now. If you like Pilates, sign yourself up for a few classes a week. I'm a yoga girl, so I like to go to a hot yoga class once a week, but I'm going to actually start going twice a week. If you are in somewhat of a plateau state and you're trying to lose weight or you don't really know where to start, it could be helpful for you to research personal trainers in your area and start working with someone one-on-one to really assess what your goals are and help you make a plan of action to get there. I've been working with a personal trainer since October, and it has helped me really get back into the habit of going to the gym and remembering exercises I like and pushing myself a lot harder than I would individually. I'm doing a lot more cardio because we're doing HIIT style exercises. And so it's been helpful for me to get out of my comfort zone and try new things. But don't sleep on walking. Now that the weather is getting better and it is like walkable temperatures, get a walk in every single day. Like go outside, soak in some of that sunshine, get your vitamin D, maybe call a friend while you're on a walk, whatever you can do to get yourself out of the house and just go on like a 30-minute walk every single day. It's so much better for you beyond just an exercise. It's great for your heart because you're getting that cardio in. And like if you have a dog, it's great for them too. I like to track my steps overall each day, and I do have a goal of trying to hit 10K. That helps me get there on top of working out. So I think it's just like a nice little supplemental thing. And if you haven't been working out for a while and you're really just trying to start ramping yourself back up to getting into the habit of doing that, that can be a good place to start too if you want to go on longer walks and just get yourself in the habit of moving your body. I've been on my fitness journey since 2020 when I gained a lot of weight during the pandemic. I hit the highest weight I had ever been. I felt really uncomfortable in my body. I lost over 30 pounds, and I think at my smallest I had lost like close to 50 pounds, which is like crazy. I have gained some of that back just because life happens, and I've had a lot of personal changes happen in my life where I honestly just fell off. I wasn't able to get myself to the gym. So starting to work with a personal trainer did really help me get kind of back into that habit. As someone who is actively working towards losing weight because I'm in my bridal era, and whether you think this is vain or not, I do want to look a specific way in my wedding dress. And to do that, I want to lose some weight. And so I'm working towards doing that. And I would like to be there by this summer. And a big part of hitting your goals, especially when it comes to nutrition and fitness and even skincare, is hydration. You need to at minimum have 8 glasses of water a day. Try and aim to drink as much water as you can. Just because you're at 60 doesn't mean you have to stop. Now, don't do too much. Like, don't fill yourself up so full of water that you're like, why did I even do this? But just make sure you're getting an amount that feels good for you. Honestly, water can help with a lot of things too. It helps me clear some of my brain fog. It puts me in a better mood. I also notice that my skin is a lot healthier when I am regularly, consistently drinking water. There's times where I can fluctuate because I drink a lot of water the day before and now I'm not as thirsty, or I don't notice that I'm not drinking water throughout the day. So if you just consistently are refilling a water bottle, whatever you have to do to get your water in, just get your water in. During this first 8 weeks, we're also really going to focus on our skincare, because by summertime, we want the skin to be glowing. We want to feel flawless. We want to feel so comfortable in our skin that, like, no, I don't I don't have to worry about putting on extra makeup unless I want to, because I feel good about my skin, and that's going to take some work. And so in order for us to get to that point for June, we got to start now. If you don't already have a consistent morning and nighttime skincare routine, you got to start on it. You should have had one already, but now's your sign to really, really focus and make sure you have a morning and night skincare routine. Now is the time also, if you have specific skincare concerns and you want to start working towards them and you feel like you've tried all the products and nothing is working, start consulting with a dermatologist or look into med spas in your area that can help you with specific problems. So if you have dryness, if you have acne, hyperpigmentation that you feel like just will not go away, talk to a professional. Save yourself some of that coin instead of putting that all towards new products and trying the latest thing that just dropped. Go see someone who can really help you. Matter of fact, I'm scheduling an appointment with a dermatologist next week because I struggle with breakouts and I am at a point where I don't know what else I can be doing. I've stripped my skincare routine to the basic of basics so that way I am not breaking out. I'm trying not to clog my pores. I don't wear makeup super often. So I don't know what to do. And so I'm going to talk to someone who does know. But if you do feel like your skin is pretty healthy already, maybe do some research on any new products that are coming out and seeing how they might fit into your routine, if there's something you should consider. And always wear SPF. Every single day, wear SPF, especially for my girls who have dark spots. I use Topicals Faded on my dark spots, and that only works if you're wearing SPF. Otherwise, you are going to burn your dark spots to be even darker. Like, we gotta be serious about wearing SPF. That sun is coming for everybody. So wear your SPF. You should be wearing it on your body as well, but if you can, at bare minimum, put it on your face, please put it on your face every day. Every day, doesn't matter what your plans are, wear your SPF. This first 8 weeks is really about building a physical and mental structure to be our hottest selves this summer. And that would be nothing without making sure you are taking care of your mental health. Summer can be a really busy time where it feels like the events are never ending. People are going outside every single day, weekdays included. There's drinks upon drinks, parties upon parties. There's always something to do. So make sure you are checking in with yourself and doing a gut check. We are trying to avoid that part in the summer where we get overwhelmed and all we want to do is bed rot and not do anything, even though everything is happening outside. Do whatever you need to do, whether that's talking to a therapist, getting a life coach, journaling, whatever that is. Just make sure you have a mental health practice in place. And then also swap some of your screen time for a book. It can be fiction, nonfiction, whatever you prefer to read. Take your eyes away from your phone for a little bit. It's really going to do wonders for your mental health. The first 8 weeks is all about locking in. You've locked in, you've built a workout routine, you're eating right, you're starting to hit some of your goals that you really wanted to. You're focused, you are zoned in, and nothing can take you away from that. So we're building on top of that for the second 8 weeks, and you want to continue everything you learned during these first 8 weeks. You don't want to stop doing that, because remember, we're building consistency. But now we're also going to focus on getting everything we need to do done before the summer so it doesn't pile up. This is a part where you pull your planner out, get your little notebook, get everything together, because we're making a schedule. Think through all of the appointments that you want to happen over the summer. You want your hair done? Do you want a facial? Are you getting any waxes, eyebrows, lashes, whatever it may be? Start thinking through these dates. If you get your hair done every 3 months, you need to make sure you have something booked for June and you have something booked for August, and your summer appointments are good to go. You are getting your nails done or want a fresh pedicure, kind of jot down some of those dates that work for you. So I'm always going to have a fresh pedicure. I will not be caught slipping in my heels. I have my toes done at any given point. If that's how you want to do it, just make sure you have dates in mind so you can start planning some of these things. If you have any upcoming trips, you make sure you have all of your stuff booked in advance. This starts to build some of that routine and stepping into the hottest version of yourself, because you're always going to look like this. Like, maybe not every single day, but I know I feel my best when I have my hair, my nails, everything is done. I feel like the best woman on earth. If you can avoid any of that in between time and preset some of your appointments, you will be set up for success and you will feel so good about yourself this summer. As you're scheduling these things out, you should also start making a vision for what your summer looks like. Start with a Pinterest board. When in doubt, make a Pinterest board. There are so many pins online that you can find that are aligned with the vision of yourself or your summer that you want to have. I make a vision board for every season. I love to visualize myself in these spaces or doing a specific activity, just like getting inspiration, and it's just really fun to do. Like it inspires me to strive for more. So I think that's a great starting point to planning your summer, and you're really getting into the mindset, so you might as well also make a playlist. There's like split opinions on how people make playlists. Some people make like one playlist and add songs continuously to it to the point where it's like 200 hours worth of a playlist. I personally like to break my playlist down into any occasion, and I'll just add songs that are in my current rotation to it. So add one for summer 2025. The songs don't have to be from this year. They don't have to be from this generation. Whatever puts you into that summer mood, so you can really start to visualize your best, sexiest, hottest self this summer with the vibes you're coming with. This is also a great time to plan any last minute summer trips that you want to take. You're getting a little closer to summer, but this still gives you an opportunity to save if you're taking a trip towards the end of summer. Any tropical destinations, just start having those conversations with your friends and make sure that people are ready to put the deposit down so you can go on a trip. Or maybe you want to go on a solo trip. Whatever it is, if you are wanting to go this summer, you need to start planning during the second 8 weeks. And to wrap up some of this planning, if you have any specific wardrobe requirements for the summer, a new swimsuit, a specific set you really want to have, now's the time to start planning to buy some of that stuff. Because we do care about how we look and we are trying to be the hottest version of ourselves, we're also going to prioritize body care. We're building on the skincare routine we already have, keeping that. Don't change anything if it's working for you, or reassess if things aren't working for you. Now's the time to also start introducing a specific body care routine. When all else fails, you want to make sure you have the big 5: exfoliant, body wash, lotion, oil, fragrance. Before you leave your house, you need all 5. Anytime you do anything, anytime you have a shower, that's your 5. Your big 5. I also have strawberry skin, so I like to use either a body wash or a lotion that has salicylic acid in it, because it helps kind of clear some of that up, and I really do want that clear by the summertime. All right, so you have homework. If we want to be the hottest, best versions of ourselves by summer, we got to get to work. We got this. We'll check back in 16 weeks and see how everyone did. In the meantime, please share any recommendations you have for any of the new routines we're building with skincare, body care, exercise, nutrition, any tips that would be helpful as we're building a community here and stepping into this journey together. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. There's an option to comment on Spotify, so if you do want to share in the comments, make sure to give Let's Have Breakfast 5 stars, and we'll see you on the next one.